As the new year dawns and winter makes way for spring, so do our bank accounts when it comes to MLB the Show. But will 26 be the same as 25? Let's find out. What is up, guys, and welcome to Velocity Gaming. I'm Gil, and today I'm giving you my rapid fire thoughts of MLB The Show 26's new gameplay trailer. I'm gonna tell you guys, I've been up all morning arguing with people online over this. This trailer is an abomination, and there's so many ways and so many things that I think that this studio has gone wrong. This video is more gonna be a eulogy about what I think about San Diego Studios and the MLB The Show franchise in general. I was not particularly happy with what was displayed today, and hence why I decided to make this like random video on a random Tuesday. So let's get into it. It's not going to be a play-by-play or a trailer breakdown per se. I just want to go over some thoughts and some things that stood out to me and why I think this is a regression for the series. I'm of course going to play a little bit of the trailer for you so you could see my exact thoughts and why I came to those conclusions. But overall, I think my thoughts are going to be pretty straightforward and laid out. First, I want to go over what are listed as the new features with 2026. First up, gameplay enhancements powered by ShowTech. Experience the most authentic on-field action yet with all new gameplay features. Bear down pitching gives you more command over every pitch to own the mound, and big zone hitting opens up your sweet spot for better swing control at the plate. Come up clutch on both sides of the ball and leave your mark like never before. Guys, let's not get tricked into these big splash words that these sports games are doing nowadays. It's all a front for marketing. EA did this with Boom Tech. They did it with Sapient Technology and Madden. I mean, we're even getting NHL getting in on the action with Edge and Ice Q. It's all just bullshit. It's going to feel the same as it did in the past. Now, I will give MLB The Show credit because in the trailer it did show this whole bear down pitching mechanic. The bear down pitching mechanic is like the same way as icing the kicker works in Madden from what I can see, where icing the kicker allows you to give more pressure to kicking situations, especially in game-winning moments. And so bear down pitching is kind of the same way, where the show will slow down and you'll be more in a concentrated, high-pressure stakes moment. Let's now talk about the other bullet point, road to the show. You have more control over your journey than ever. From earning a spot at the MLB Draft Combine or owning your skills at one of 11 additional new colleges, play your way to the majors in an expanded amateur years career. Plus, see if you have what it takes to become a true legend in Road to Cooperstown, where your career achievements will be immortalized in the Hall of Fame. Now look, adding 11 new colleges is nice, but let's not pretend that the college experience in these games is anything more than shallow. You're probably going to play about 10 to 15 games here, as opposed to the 3 or 4 that you played in MLB The Show 25. So I'm not going to jump over the moon about this, especially because you're still limited on what teams you can choose from here in the NCAA. You're not playing full schedules, and this isn't MVP NCAA baseball. Fantastic game, by the way. But this isn't MVP NCAA baseball. You're not going to play a full college suite, and you're not going to play against actual players on those college teams. So this still just feels like a shallow marketing gimmick. Obviously, Road to the Show is all about the journey to get to the pros, but when 90% of the game mode is spent in the minors, the college year is inconsequential. After the trailer, I'm left unimpressed with this. I mean, hell, just tell me that metal bats could be included in Diamond Dynasty, and that would be more exciting than having 11 new colleges to choose from here. The next one is franchise. Turn a franchise into a dynasty with a revamped trade experience featuring an all-in-one trade hub with a new trade logic system. Experience the thrill of being a GM by tracking rumors, striking big deals, and calling the shots that turn your squad into champions. Ready to start making moves? I have to see the proof in the pudding in order to know if this new trade logic actually works. Can you become the Los Angeles Dodgers and just basically take every single trade target or free agent out there? Or is there actually some restraint? I need to know if this trade logic actually is going to work. I'll reserve judgment until I see what they bring out to their Twitch streams when they break down their franchise later on in the month. But for now, I'm going to withhold judgment. I don't think franchise really got a lot of love in this update, in this year's version. And unless there's online franchise mode, I'm not really going to be optimistic about it. Next comes Diamond Dynasty. The competition heats up with the full World Baseball Classic tournament in Diamond Dynasty. Plus, build your ultimate fantasy team with the new Red Diamond Rarity tier and World Baseball Classic player cards. You'll get access to game-changing stars that you can level up with an upgraded PXP system. I'm not one of these guys that loves the trading card game systems in any of these sports games. I liked a little bit of it in NHL 14 when Ultimate Team was still in its infancy, but as the years have progressed, these card collecting games have gotten more elaborate and a little bit more stingy when it comes to collecting the players and what you have to do with them. I do not like the way EA does their Ultimate Team, especially with their leveling up and their training and their, boosters and things like that. It's just a little bit too much. I feel like a game shouldn't feel like a career or a job, and Ultimate Team has kind of become that. Now with Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show, I feel like this is a game mode that is about card collecting that is actually kind of rewarding. I do like Diamond Dynasty, and that is a apologetic confession I have to make. I do like Diamond Dynasty. I will, however, say that if they are introducing some type of PXP leveling up system and if it involves any type of consumables and stuff, I'm going to dislike it. If a player is a 97 overall because they've earned it early on the season or later half of the season, they should forever be that. I don't like that the game is going to now reward you for basically turning this into a full-time career. I want to just enjoy the game the way it has been the past couple of years. And I think that their Diamond Dynasty mode has kind of nailed that down. So I'll give San Diego Studios credit in letting you know that the Diamond Dynasty mode is probably one of the less predatory Ultimate Team game modes that you could play. But I have no hope here. Now, the one thing that does piss me off about this is the World Baseball Classic. Obviously, 3 years ago in MLB The Show 23, the World Baseball Classic was a huge part of the first program that they introduced with Diamond Dynasty. They had a ton of really juiced World Baseball Classic cards, and that was kind of fun. But what kills me about this is that World Baseball Classic is locked behind Diamond Dynasty. You cannot play World Baseball Classic in any other way. It's not in franchise mode. It's not in play now mode. There's not a tournament mode. It's exclusively locked behind Diamond Dynasty, meaning you're probably going to play the tournament using your own cards, which is not the same as actually playing the World Baseball Classic. Now, we're going to withhold judgment. This is all just reactionary. I don't know the details of how the World Baseball Classic is going to be in Diamond Dynasty, but the fact that you have to play an online-only mode in order to play the World Baseball Classic, which is their biggest selling point for the year, it's a big shame and kind of a scam. I want to see San Diego Studios in MLB The Show 29 introduce World Baseball Classic into franchise mode. How cool would it be if you just finish up a season in the franchise mode and your players declare for the World Baseball Classic? How sick would that be? It's like, okay, Cal Raleigh just won the MVP. He just won the World Series, and now he's declared to be the catcher in the World Baseball Classic. And then you go right into the World Baseball Classic tournament in the round robin format that they have, exactly the way you would expect them to. It's kind of the way that World Cup originally worked in the old FIFA games. Do that with the World Baseball Classic with MLB The Show, and then you have a game that has my attention. The graphics could be put aside, but if you have something like that implemented here, or the Olympics, dude, I would love that. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's the studio's budget or their lack of talent or the lack of time that they have to work on this game, but not having that as an offline feature for this game is a huge missed opportunity and something that should have been thought out before they even just tried to introduce the World Baseball Classic in here. But now it's going to give everyone kind of blue balls because you now have this mode that everyone's wanted locked behind Diamond Dynasty, and not everyone wants to play Diamond Dynasty. And lastly, we have Storyline Season 4 featuring the Negro Leagues. It introduces all new legends, uniforms, and a new stadium to celebrate the heroes of some of the most impactful yet largely unknown baseball players in history. I'm not going to clown on this game mode. I think it's a good addition to the game that they've been doing for the past 4 seasons. But what I do want to see out of it is I want to see these storylines branch off into other aspects of the world. Hell, We just talked about the World Baseball Classic. This is the perfect opportunity to showcase some of the biggest stars and the best moments from Japanese baseball. Hell, let's talk about Mexican League Baseball, the Dominican Republic. There's so many avenues you can explore here with these storylines, but they keep going back to the Negro Leagues, which I understand they do have the rights to these storylines with the deal or the licensing partnership that they have. But come on, I want to get this type of love in more avenues of baseball, make it a worldwide celebration. And the last thing I want to talk about is the actual graphics. This is the part that really pisses me off. I'm going to show you some still shots from the game, and you let me know what platform it's on. If you said PlayStation 2, you would be correct. No, dude, like seriously, the Philly Fanatic literally looks like Play-Doh. Look at the Hall of Fame presentation. You have Mike Piazza and Ken Griffey Jr. there. They look like PlayStation 2 models. Hell, Mike Piazza looks like a character that was ripped out of Tony Hawk's Underground from 2003. It's embarrassing how bad the graphics are in this game. And it's not that it's the same graphical engine. It looks like it's regressed, honestly. I hear people online giving the excuse that this is also still ported over on the Nintendo Switch. I don't fucking believe that. There are other games that still have amazing graphics that still produce for the Nintendo Switch. We have Mortal Kombat 1, Madden this year was on the Nintendo Switch, and Madden still looks phenomenal. I mean, at least what's on the field and the presentation wise, Madden is a good looking game. Say what you will about the gameplay and all the features, the game is still kind of shitty in that aspect, but at least visually, Madden is still a treat. So I will give EA Sports credit. They know how to make a game dressed up and look really good. But what you have here with MLB The Show, the gameplay doesn't outweigh the graphics anymore. In the past, I could say, okay, well, the game is fun. At least I could excuse the graphics looking like shit. But it's been about 10 years and the graphics have looked the same. The gameplay is pretty much what we expect from it. Unless they're overhauling everything about the gameplay, the graphics should at least take leaps up. There's no more Xbox One, there's no more PlayStation 4, so there's no more excuses as to why these graphics haven't been updated to the current like benchmarks of what these consoles can do. If the Switch really is holding them back, then you do what all the other studios are doing. You produce the game at the highest level and the best console you have in your dev kit, and then you just downgrade it for the Nintendo Switch. If you got to take a year off to do that, but at least have something new visually to bring to the table, then do it. I don't mind sitting an entire year off of MLB The Show if the next version of the game looks truly next generation. There's other games like Konami's baseball game that everyone's been cycling screenshots of. It looks phenomenal. I don't know about the gameplay, but at least like from these screenshots, they look almost photorealistic. That's where MLB The Show should be, but they have not progressed at all. And everyone's going to say the graphics aren't everything, but in sports games, they kind of are. You're playing these games for a long time. You want to be immersed in them, especially if you're an offline franchise mode enjoyer. It's all about the immersion, getting into this game and making you feel like you're either the GM of a team or you're a player on the field. If the graphics are still looking like putty and you're still playing PlayStation 2 level graphics, the immersion's going to suck. And I'm now at the point where I've played these games long enough, I've loved these games long enough, where I should hold them to a higher standard, and everyone should. At $100 for the deluxe edition and $70 for the standard edition, this should be a next-gen looking game, but it isn't. It still looks like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One version. If you're a smart consumer, please do not give in to the temptation of buying the deluxe edition and getting the early access. I know I'm also tempted to do it, but I've seen from this trailer that this is the same fucking game. Don't buy into the tricks. Don't buy into the hype. There's no FOMO here. If you miss 3 days and have to get the standard edition, so be it, as long as you save yourself money and you're not giving in to this marketing machine. Be educated. Don't buy into the hype. Buy the game if you're going to enjoy it. And at the very least, if you have to buy the game, get the standard edition. You can wait 3 extra days. Don't let the digital deluxe or the early access convince you that this is a better game. It's going to feel the same. So those are my quick thoughts of MLB The Show 26. I'm extremely disappointed with what we saw today. Nothing's going to improve over the next couple of weeks from their streams or anything, so I'm just going to hold out hope and hope that MLB The Show 27 is any better. But for now, MLB The Show 26 looks like it's going to be a pass it year, or a year where I wait until it's on sale for like $40. And that's really depressing because baseball games are my favorites. But this might be the one year where I just hold on to 25 and just continue playing it. I normally never do that because I'm one of these morons that has to have the new rosters, but this year I think it's about time I stop the habit. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. So what did you guys think of the trailer today from MLB The Show 26? Sound off in the comment section down below if you think I'm making too big of a deal of the graphics. I personally don't. I expect more from this franchise, especially since it's been going on for a long time. But once again, I want to hear from you guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another video, and remember, always move forward.